Hello guys, hope you are having all a very good day. Just let me know for any of the charts that you want to check. As beginning, I'll go on with cryptocurrencies in the list. You can write for any of them that you may need for trading in your portfolio. And after that, we can go also with Forex and other special requests that you may have. The first one that I'm going to look at is Bitcoin. It is very interesting how the price is actually developing. This is also one of the ideas that I shared today. Overall, for Bitcoin, didn't change anything big, as we saw during the previous times on Bitcoin. We were looking at this type of head and shoulder pattern, but after that it was completely transformed, as we can see. However, the first resistance area was supposed to be at 21.7, where we actually have the support, and another option was for the 22. As we can see, 22 is not ready yet, so price can continue moving lower or higher. What we have here is that on this time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see a three-wave movement in a type of an ABC pattern. This is a type of alternate pattern here that we are looking at. And exists also the possibility that we can have another pattern. In this way, they can be completed like this ABC, or probably it can come also and to test approximately at 18.5.7. So this is what I'm looking at on this part of correction that can actually happen on Bitcoin. However, this is not all here because we need to explain what is happening. This is the bigger picture, what we may face. But on the other hand, exists also the possibility that price completed the A movement, B movement, and probably we can be on the C movement as well. This is another scenario. The problem that we are facing actually on Bitcoin is that this will take some time to correct. And as long as the price will be in correction, we can see many up and downs that the price can continue and make within this zone. The area that I'm looking at for the price correction is within 18,000, 19,000 in this year, 18.8, and the top that I'm actually looking at is 21.7. So price can continue moving within these areas for a longer period of time. According to my calculations that I'm looking at for Bitcoin, it can go approximately from 2 up to 3 months, considering also that Bitcoin is volatile by nature, and it is not, I don't think that it will spend a longer period of time within the same area. During the previous time, we have seen that the crashes from the previous times that happened from Luna and from Celsius, they are almost absorbed from the market. So I'm not expecting anything like that right now. So everything can be possible. We can't anticipate the news, but for the time being, this is correcting. If I'm going to make it smaller, there is a simple reason that I'm looking at for the bullish movement and for three potential bullish scenarios at this point. As we can see, price made this first impulsive movement, it came down in correction, and price is moving up. During this uptrend, is really clear that we can see the higher highs that I have pointed out and the higher lows. So the way how the price is actually developing is a standard uh, type of structure, how the price tends to build up. So considering all of this, What I'm expecting is that maximum that can happen is that we can see any type of small correction and price should continue moving up again. The bullish movement will be confirmed only on the breakout of 20.7 that we have right here. I'm going to make it green. This is the breakout that you already want now in order for price to continue moving higher from this point. Until that moment, also the bearish movement is exposed. The maximum scenario, the maximum pullback is up to 90.8 that I'm looking at, and we can see the price moving up again. I will make this scenario blue. So also this scenario is possible as long as the first lower higher low area will not be broken because price is building structures. Once we are going to see this breakdown, the second exposure will be on the 90.3 and the third one will be close to the previous structure support. I'm considering the stop of the movement if price is going to move down at 18.8 for a simple reason, because during the previous time price faced support close to this area. It was very strong, and this is what the price can face also the third time when it can come lower. For the moment it's not the best entry point for Bitcoin because it's something in the middle. I mean that it is within these 2 points, 19.7 and 20.7. So we need to see Bitcoin a bit lower for any buy opportunity. Right now, we just have to wait for Bitcoin because this is still developing, as I see. If you have any question or request, just let me know on the chat, on the chat of TradingView or YouTube channel as well. The next one that I'm going to look at is Ethereum. The price here is developing a bit different. However, it's very clear as price development. This is a pattern that I'm having on my watch list since a long period of time now. I shared this idea when it was in the mid of June, and what we can see is that the support area is holding the price very strong. So price came up to 890 and it is not moving lower. The 1000 psychological area still is holding very strong. So within this zone, we can see the price moving higher. However, the price needs to spend some time before it keeps rising. It's not the scenario that we place the analysis and the price will just keep moving higher. So just be patient with the trades because they need their time. As we can see, Ethereum that we already have here, I have shared also this on my TradingView profile before yesterday and before today's as well. The scenario was approximately the same. I'm going to delete this one because this is not valid anymore. And you'll see that we had the first ABC wave correction. I'm keeping it on the 4-hour time frame because the smaller one is not worth for the moment. Price made the first movement that it came a bit lower than the previous structure. However, it doesn't mean anything at all. So probably this is adding value to what I'm looking at on Bitcoin, that probably the B wave at this point was completed and probably we are on the C wave for a bigger type of correction that I'm looking at in this way. This is something that can happen because Ethereum is creating a more clear structure, as we can see. The first area for Ethereum will be the top of the structure at 1270. This is the area where the price will face the first and the strongest resistance zone. On the up movement that we already have in this wave, we can see that this is not getting very aggressive, this wave here. But what is very good in this development is that if I'm going to break it down on a lower time frame, yes, we are going to look at also gold, and just wait for Ethereum. I'm continuing with them. So for the other ones that we are looking at, what is happening here on Ethereum, that is very good because one of the guys is impatient and just want the entry point. It is not the problem to find the entry point, but the entry point comes with time, as we can see. Look at how the price is developing. We are having one movement, second movement, and this is moving higher. The problem right now is that if price is going to respect the channel here, look at the channel that we already have. I didn't make it very good. It's something ugly here. But you are going to look at here that if this is going to respect the resistance line, price can continue lower. If this is going to test the lower part of the channel, that it has a very high chance of happening. It can be close to 1110 approximately. Let me make in this way. Probably this can be a very good area if you want to buy Ethereum. This is where you need to look at here. If you want to buy and to speculate for the shorter time frame, I'm going to build a scenario in another way. We are expecting the price to move higher from this point. Just one moment. Okay, I shared it also on the chat. This is a scenario that is developing on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, so you can look at if price is going to come lower. However, if you are not going to wait and you want the price to follow the trend that is actually developing, the trend is moving up from this point. Look at how beautiful this is developing. We have two structures here, so if you want to buy, you can buy. It's a bit risky, just use the stop loss somewhere close to this point. There is a simple reason, because after that the price is going to break the first structure. Look at the first minor structure that you have here. If price is going to break that down, probably it is going to come close to the next one. And it can continue to the base of the channel that we are looking at. So this is where you need to have your small stop loss for the bullish continuation movement. Price is above the structure, as we can see right now. From the technical point, if you want to speculate for the shorter term, as I see, this is the entry point, 1172. The problem comes with the stop loss that I don't like very much these small movements, because they can be also aggressive, like this one here, that it can take your position out, it can stop you out at this point. Look at how it came here, and after that it can increase. I would like to be patient and to look at for any buy opportunity close to this point. The higher part will be 1270 in my opinion. I'm not expecting the price to continue moving higher. We need to be careful, because from 1270 price can make another bearish movement. and it can expand this type of zigzag, and it can continue making it a bigger double zigzag at this point. This is the problem. The bullish movement can begin only if price is going to make a solid break, and after that we need to look at the price development again. So that is the point where it is going to be very interesting after that. So this is all for Ethereum. There is no, I don't see anything else for the lower time frame. Just one moment, I will send also this link for the guy that was interested in this one. Just let me know if you have anything else from this. Also, Dodge was getting interesting. I had some from the group that were asking about Dodge. Look at how the price was developing Dogecoin. And also, I also find a news today that it was released for Dogecoin. It was interesting because Elon Musk boring company will let you pay for a ride with Dogecoin. So they are going to use Dogecoin for payments in the near future. Is very interesting. And also considering the price area that the price is facing close to the previous support is a very old support area. It is dating back on January 2021. It is very old. It has higher chances of happening, as we can see. Thank you very much for your comment. I appreciate it. As you can see, also from the lower part of the support, the price is moving from here. We can see it can move higher. However, let's go on the lower time frame. We need to break down how the price develops at this point and look at the interesting part that we already have. We have the price that made the first movement, second that was bigger, price made this retest, and we can see it moving up again. What I don't like too much in Doge right now is only this channel. It is very good also right now if you want to buy. The problem is with the buys that you need to be careful because price can also break down from the channel and it can test the bottom again. It is approximately the same type development, but this is more clear, like we are looking at on Bitcoin or Ethereum. And this is the problem that this is showing this scenario. However, this accumulation is good. If you want to buy, there are 2 points that probably I would like to use the stop loss for the big run. I would like to have the stop losses here. I'm suggesting many stop losses. Yes, I'll look at also gold. Just give me some time, please. The problem is that if price is going to break down the support area that is on the lower part of the structure, I'm going to place it here, it doesn't matter. After that, we will never know how low the price can come at this point. So this is going to be a breakout point that we need to be out and to accept our losses. If you are going to buy right now, we can see also an increase in the bullish momentum and price can continue higher. But for the bullish traders that want to position themselves right now, the stop loss should be below the previous low. This is a must. However, the price can take you out and it can move higher as well, because the possibility exists as long as we are having this type of channel. It's not the channel is just contracting, as we can see, so it can break in both sides. the bullish and the bearish one. Both are possible scenarios. Even if this is going to come here at this point, and let's say that we were wrong for our scenario, what can happen is the same as the previous one that we were looking at on Bitcoin for zigzag formations, and we can be in the bullish movement after that. It has higher chances like this one. However, let's see, because it's too early for the moment. Yes, Solana is on the list as well. Yeah, we are going to look at. Okay, also Solana. Look at Solana where it is right now. Just for a moment. We have very specific scenarios, as we can see. Price is developing within this pattern. As we can see, exists the possibility that it can come close to the base of this channel and it can move up again from this point. This is higher chances of happening. This is a high potential scenario at this moment. The problem is that, considering how the price is developing here with up and downs, you need to be careful, because we can see also the breakdown for the previous movement, the same as the previous one. So this is another scenario that can happen. It can develop this pattern formation here before the next movement. However, overall, I'm bullish on Solana and how the price is developing. Just for the time being, it is not the right moment to buy right now Solana. It is showing this possibility for the bearish movement. It can come very soon. It's not something that we can rule out this possibility. The only bullish scenario that I see on Solana is this one here. Just let me. If price is going to create this type of breakout above the channel, so probably that is going to increase the chances on Solana and to increase the bullish momentum. Until that moment that this channel will, the price will stay within this channel, it is very, very tricky situation. I don't like it too much to jump right now. Just wait for this development. I don't know if I was clear, but the problem is, as long as Bitcoin is correcting, we can see this type of corrections to take place during the price development. Some beautiful scenarios that I'm looking at are this one on Stellar. This is, in my opinion, an amazing setup, and also the project is very good. I really like the payment projects. I'm obsessed with the payments. They are very useful for our daily life. So as long as these projects are proving to be good, they have contracts and everything else that is needed. So they are not just projects, but they are expanding their business right now. As I see, so also Stellar and XRP has a very bright future. So they just need their time to expand more and to increase the investors' volume, not the speculators' volume. That is going to increase the price very soon. And also on XRP is the problem with the SU that they have. So if they are going to win the SU, it will be great after that. the price should continue moving higher. For the pattern that we are looking at right now, I'm going to keep it very simple with a short-term trading. We have the support that is located close to 0.10, 1050 approximately. I'm going to delete this. Look at how the price is respecting this area. We have the price support. I really like for Stellar to buy close to the line. I already had it on my position. I really like it. What you have to do is that the stop loss should be below this point. Let me make it black here. This is the lowest point for Stellar. And if you are going to trade for a longer time period, just make the buy now, place the stop loss below 0.1. We need to have those stop losses below, because if Bitcoin is going to crash, these are going to crash more, and we don't want that at all to happen. So this is the only scenario. It is dominated from the bearish momentum as long as the base is tested several times, as we can see, more than 6 times. And on the upper part we have only one, so this is showing that the bearish steam is very high. That is why we need the stop loss for this trade, but we can have higher chances. Higher chances, I mean, for two reasons, because if price is going to distribute all of this bullish accumulation, this is the accumulation, after that the price needs to move higher. So also the targets that I placed here are really conservative. The first one is 12%, the second one is 22%. Overall, I'm looking for a higher movement. Also, the entry point is very good in my opinion. If I'm not wrong, I have shared this also on my analysis during these days, but I can post it again, it's not a big deal. Okay, yes, I have shared it, as you can see. It was shared before 3 days. Also XRP. Also XRP, if we are going to look at this, look at how the price is developing on XRP. Very nice development. Just one moment. This is looking more like Solana that it was before. The support area is also testing very old price levels. How it is developing is that we are having up and downs, up and downs. The bullish volume will definitely increase when the price will try to break above this point. This is the breakout point, so above 0.3360. This is what we need to see right now. If price is going to make this higher high, definitely the second movement will be the retest of the top. This is the first structure. It should be, I guess, strong on the first part of the retest. And if you will see here on the left part of the chart, we have also support that is going to make this area very strong again. However, from this point, the price is approximately 111 up to 12%. The top is 13%, so it's not bad at all as price increase here. Just wait for this breakout, and after that you can initiate the trade. The problem is that from this point we can see price to test the low again. So for the time being we are in a possible range trading here. This is a scenario that can happen. And as long as the price didn't break this part of the structure, the chances are very high that we can see it moving higher again from this point. Very high chances on this one. Okay, I'm going with the next one. One of the guys asked about gold. Yes, gold, Ethereum. Yes, I'm going to check now. Let's break it down from the higher time frame because gold is not in a good situation as I see. It's very bad. It's really manipulated in my opinion during this period of time. Just one moment, sorry. This is getting manipulated a lot. As you can see, on August 20, this was the peak that we experienced in gold. I am going to break down all the details that we are going to look at here. Look at where we have the second top, and this is the second top. Time-wise, the first one was on August 20, the second one was on March 7 this year. On the first one that we are looking at here, this is during COVID. We had COVID that began on February. It was at this point. This is February. Look at what market did here. It came down at this point, and after that, everyone jumped on gold, like also in many other assets, because they were expecting gold to be strong like a safe haven asset. And what happened? We can see that gold increased up to the top of the structure. The situation was getting a bit more clear. It came down and it moved up again. And up, it was up to the moment that we saw the beginning of the war between Ukraine and Russia. Which is the problem right now with gold? Just one moment, because I'm reading the comments of one of our guys. Which is the problem with the gold right now? Here it was the moment that war began, but as we can see, it was disappeared really soon at this moment. After price began to move down, but at the same time, what is really surprising at this moment, that price is going to test the bottom of this structure, is that everything is getting manipulated in the worst way. The problem is because the US government is hiding probably all the truth, and everything that they are saying are just lies, in my opinion, because as long as the US government is suffering inflation price that they are dating back 40 years ago, more than 40 years, how is it possible that a financial asset like gold that is used to hold to be holding during the moments of high inflation, to hold the value of the money? So it is strange how this asset is testing the law of the structure. So I understand that the US government is increasing interest rates. Many people think that as long as they are increasing interest rates, they are supporting the economy, but it doesn't work in that way, because on the other hand, we are having US dollar, that USD is very strong actually, and most of the time it is increased the interest rates when the the currency value is undervalued. Just it keeps decreasing. No, in this situation, in the actual situation that we have, the price keeps increasing on USD, and on the other hand, they are increasing interest rates, and Powell is just saying that we are supporting economy is strong, we are fighting inflation. So all of this movement, in my opinion, it doesn't make sense at all. With those numbers of inflation, when they said that inflation was at the top of the 40 years at this point, this was not the right moment for gold to move down. But what happened? It moved down. So this is getting manipulated very strong. In this type of situation, gold should have been only on the top of the movement, just with higher highs, not to make this type of movement. However, let's break it down. I'm not a big fan of gold right now because of these politics and how they are developed. It's very difficult for us to anticipate this type of movement. However, I'm going to try to keep it very simple. On the daily time frame, we can see that price is creating this bad pattern. It is not one of the best ones because it is very ugly overall. But if we are going to look at the structure that is coming from the lower part of the structure, 1670. Let's make this area bigger, 1700. On the other hand, we have the harmonic pattern that the price is coming down, the pattern is completed. However, as we can see, the price is still very bearish on the daily time frame. Exists also the possibility that the bearish pressure can keep pushing it down. Also, this part is a bit difficult because this is creating 5-wave movements. Most of the time after 5-wave movements, what we can see is a 3-wave correction. So probably we are close to another bullish movement that can develop up to this point or probably to the top again. However, just a moment please. However, we need to see the price to react first. It is close to the reversal area. The invalidation for this idea, if you want to jump in the trade, if you can't wait, it should be below this point, below 1670. This is, just one moment to make it red, this is the breakout point. So if price is going to break lower, just let it move lower. So you should have a stop loss somewhere at this place for this kind of trade. This is the daily one. So let's go on a lower time frame. Also, if you see on the lower time frame, I don't see any entry point at all. It is very ugly. It can be also this type of flag here, like this, something like that. Probably it can make something like this, and it can make another movement. I don't see it to be ready yet for any jump in the trade. But this is close to the reversal point, as we can see. It should create something for a confirmation for the next movement. What is important is that the pattern is completed and we are close to a potential reversal movement on gold. However, it's very difficult scenario considering the manipulation that is happening. Higher inflation, gold should be high. Gold should not be in a lower price area. So this is something strange overall. So I hope I was clear for the guys that asked about gold. One moment. US100 travel diaries. Yes, I see one of the comments from the guys is asking about US100. Yes, I opened it right now. Just one moment. To be honest, I don't like to trade indexes at all during this period of time. It's not one of my favorite moments to look at indexes, considering the high manipulation that Fed is doing. It is difficult to anticipate the movements or the technical aspect of the charts. One scenario is that we can be in the C wave and probably we can have another correction, like this correction here. This is one scenario. Just let's break it down, because after that we can see price to make one movement and it can move down again, considering the area before. And probably the price is going to face the strongest or resistance part when it is going to come close to these support areas. We have structures from both sides that they correspond very good with each other. Just let's break it down right now. This is moving up, as we can see. I can say that the only structure that we already have and price already broke out is this small structure on the 4-hour. Nothing is clear after that point. And these are the areas that we need to look at. On the lower time frame, the price is pushing up. Look at how aggressive this is looking right now. It can push up to the top of the structure. Also, this target here is really good. The problem is that if you are going to trade all the movement up to the top, you should have the stop loss below this point. This is a must for this scenario, because if price is going to make this movement as ABC, this is going to be aggressive after that, and we can never anticipate when this wave is going to end. So this is why you need to have a stop loss somewhere at this point. I don't think that you need to have your position open if price is going to make this movement. Even if price is going to come and it can move up, because all of this part will decrease your chances for trading. It will be very, very dangerous after that. So this is what I see on US 100. Also, I was looking at two Forex pairs, Aussie USD and New Zealand USD. I shared also yesterday on my YouTube channel the analysis for these two. On the lower part of the structure, price is holding very strong, as we can see, for a type of double bottom, triple bottom. Sorry, it doesn't matter. It can keep rising more. I think that market actually absorbed everything from Fed, from the FOMC that we had yesterday. Nothing happened. It was a non-event event, let's say. Market is just waiting for the non-farm payroll numbers that will be released tomorrow. After that moment, the price should continue moving higher. The one critical point for this scenario is this part here, when the price will test the channel, the resistance line of the channel, because it can come lower and it can move after non-farm payrolls. So just be careful, because as long as the price didn't manage to move lower, but it didn't manage also to move higher, this is showing very strong bullish accumulation. So probably it should continue higher, as I see. So at least this is my opinion, what I'm looking at. Also, New Zealand USD is doing approximately the same thing. When I have shared this analysis during the previous time, it was exactly on this wave. Price was at the bottom of the structure, it went close to the upper part and it moved down. So this is the bearish volume that came from the upper part. That is why we need to wait and see the development. Also yesterday we saw this strong resistance area, support area, sorry, a small double bottom here, and price is hesitating to move neither up or down. Probability is again that we can see New Zealand dollar to move up after non-farm payroll. But we have also on Tuesday, we have the central bank, New Zealand Central Bank, that is going to release the decision for the interest rates. So this can be another reason that probably it should continue higher after that. Because also New Zealand dollar is really undervalued, as we can see for the time being. So I guess, guys, this was everything for today. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like button. I would really appreciate it. I'll do a live stream very soon again, so you can do the same thing. If you need anything, you can just ask in the comment section. It will be an open question and answer, and I'll try to explain everything that is possible from my side. I wish you all a very good day. Don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube channel, please. Thank you. Bye bye.